What is up, everybody? Welcome, everyone. I just realized I gotta turn on my light, so give me a second for that. But welcome, everybody, to another late night DLT live stream. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Guys, we got a pretty good live stream for y'all today. You guys are pretty bullish today. We got some good news. Had a good time on Rain's live stream. He's doing a little bit of incognito live streaming, I guess, staying safe. Talks a lot about maybe some stuff people higher ups don't want to hear about. Right? Hope you guys enjoyed the Battle of the Robots here. Here's some American robot fighting, but good to see what we had there before. So what is up right here? In the past hour, we got Ocean Protocol, guys. I've been hearing a lot of good hype about Ocean Protocol. We'll check out the chart, see what's set up for it. Apparently, exchange or staking release coming up soon, so maybe that's why we got this 14% push up in the past 24 hours. Civic moving. Good to see Civic moving. Hopefully we touch 3 cents. We'll look at the charts. I think we set some targets up for Civic last time. H-bar is moving, and guys, I'm really liking the way the H-bar's chart is looking. But anyways, I mean, it's all about what happens in real life, right? Sometimes some local events happen. Piece of news comes out. It's not too good in terms of sentiment. Sometimes speculators run off and get scared, right? My gosh, man. I got so tipsy at Rain's live stream. I turned down the microphone and not the music. That's totally what I would do. So, welcome everybody to another late night DLT live stream. Hope you guys are all having a great night. I know I am. I'm a little bit out of sorts, I guess, because starting that stream so sloppy, man. But we were looking at everything in the past hour. And what I was saying, and I said it about 3 times, Ocean Protocol is moving, and it could be because we have a staking release in the next week, I think, coming in the next week, as well as a collaboration that was announced with Ben Gertzel saying that AGI was collaborating with Ocean Protocol. That could be part of it as well. I'm excited about it. So yeah, Cookie Monster, I appreciate you. Yeah, I hear you, man. Anyways, cheers to y'all. That's when you know we're all having a good night. We start the stream. I have sound problems every freaking stream. It's just, I just got to learn to live with it, you know, and move on. And we get to where we need to be anyway. But good hanging out with y'all. What's up, everybody? Cookie Monster in the house. Or Cookie Month. We got Lady Enigma. Guys, thanks for the 2 likes already. What's up to the 5 viewers? Welcome to another DLT late night live stream. We started so rough. But guys, let's jump to it. Let's try to catch up here. We got U.S. blames China for aiding North Korean cyber attacks. We got PayPal said to be in talks to buy crypto firms, including Baco, Bloomberg. I know I'm a little late on this one, but guys, I was streaming Blockdown 2020 day 1 and day 2 in the past 2 days, so that's why maybe I haven't done as many of the news and charts live streams. But we're here. We're doing it now. We're gonna catch up and talk about this. Even though, you know, I know a lot of YouTubers have probably already talked about the PayPal and BitGo and some other crypto law firms, but I got a little bit of like a dive on this that I want to go into and show you guys. WordPress content can now be timestamped on Ethereum. BitGo builds enterprise wallet for XRP. Mojaloop Foundation on October 14, 2020. Open Source Summit connected with Mojaloop right here. This is the Gate Foundation with adopting LMP. Just a little look in the past. And then we got another window here. Brian Brooks spoke today out of nowhere. Banking with Purposes, supporting bank and bank businesses. This didn't go live, or I couldn't find the live stream. So I would have definitely tried to stream this live. If it's Brian Brooks, I want to just be on top of that big time. But we're going to be on top of it tonight. It was released today. We didn't get to live stream it. I don't know how you could have, but we'll check it out today. Yeah, we're going to look into some stuff with Brad Garlinghouse for sure. We got another event called Think Beyond, presented by Cable Bahamas Business Solutions, but unfortunately, this is as much as I would love to attend this. I think this one is like $50 or something. Oh, no, I did register. It was something else. There's another event that's going on. Was it the Federal Reserve? We'll check it out. But yeah, got another webinar set up for the live stream on this channel. We got Financial Action Task Force adopts new standards on proliferation financing and advances work on the situation we're in, AML, CFT risks, and trade-based money laundering. Enterprise. Checking this out, so we can go over this one really quick. Check this out, guys. Lumen. This website was suggested to me today or something, and I thought it was just interesting. I jumped into it. It has no connection whatsoever to stellar lumens or anything like that. But when I saw this pop up, I was like, are they trying to take advantage? Is there maybe something that they're trying to foreshadow about stellar lumens, or are they just trying to take advantage of the name, like this specific company? But I think in the context of which I saw this, I was like, interesting that this is coming up. What is Lumen? We got Chamber of Digital Commerce posting up this letter that they posted back in 2019, but apparently now some people are acknowledging it. We're going to check that out in a bit. I got to search through Twitter for that, but we'll get to it for sure. And I think it was right here. Yeah, the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. Rules with the travel rule and stuff, right? Federal Reserve acknowledging it. Invite comment on proposed rule under Bank Secrecy Act, right? So we're going to look into this. And of course, we're going to be looking into charts, guys. What is up to everybody in the live stream? Thanks for tuning in. We got a lot of things to go through today, so I'll try to keep it nice, concise, and sweet. Mind you, I am a little bit crossed at the moment, but we're gonna do what we do. Hanging out with the Blue Crew. It's good hanging out with Rain earlier. Rain's the man. Shout out to Rain. Love his passion. Law of Attraction, what is up, man? Good to see you. What is up, everybody? Guys, thanks for the support. Thanks for tuning in. To the 6 viewers out there, to the lurkers, to the new subs, to the channel. You guys make this channel happen, man. It's really all about you guys and how it gets adopted, because you know how we do things. It's a little bit messy. We got some rough edges on this channel. But we keep moving forward. We keep educating ourselves. Keep talking with the Blue Crew. Appreciate you all tuning in. Alright, so with the XRP, this actually looks pretty damn bullish, man. It looks like it's starting to play out that inverse head and shoulders that we're probably expecting. So I'm thinking either it's going to be Monday or it's going to be sometime this weekend. If we can get that impulse up, man, to complete the head, at least give us that neck. Then we can start making those shoulders, the rest of the shoulder, man, and it's game on from there. So let's hope so that comes through. If not, if we get a rejection right here, because mind you, it still is kind of like at an incline, right? Coming from downward pressure, usually there's a continuation towards the downside from patterns like this. So if it does break out, though, We can get that head and shoulders moment, and then we can maybe possibly break out to the next level, dude, in time. Going towards the end of the year, that could be a good time. I mean, I feel like some people would probably be disappointed being at 32 cents in December with XRP, but who knows what happens going into 2021, man, and when the regulation hits, what news is to come. This could all get accelerated very quickly. And we're on the verge of the market looking very dramatically different when we start having trillions of dollars jumping in, right? Once again, guys, I'm not a financial advisor, not a pro trader by any means. So yeah, I'm never telling you guys what to do. Just telling you what I see. And just here to hang out with the communities, really. Talk to you guys. My XRP bags are full, but I could not help myself. I bought more a few minutes ago, shaking my head. It's addicting. Dude, law of attraction, I feel you, man. When there's only 99 billion of these tokens that are available, and if it ever does live up to even half of what we think it's destined to become, or, you know, even at its greatest type, for example, like 10K per XRP, which I'm not saying will happen. Do I believe it could happen? Sure. A lot of things would have to come into play for that to happen, right? And who knows if they come in. But I know the higher the price of the XRP, the easier it is to move. The less you would have to use. Cheap costs, right? The tighter the spreads. The volatility would be so low for sending that massive amount of value at an instant, right? And we know XRP can be stable, right? As the XRP community, we know it can be stable. Appreciate the 6 viewers. What's up, everybody? You're tuning in to another late night DLT live stream. So we do have some bearish divergence as well on the MACD. I mean, it's looking good, not going to lie. The RSI might be a little bit 50-50. Technical saying it's a buy. I mean, we're getting some nice... Like, this is a battle right now. It's been a battle since September. Just sideways action right here between the bulls and the bears, and which way this is going to go, man. And, you know, of course, we've drawn out our two options. My target, if it goes bullish, will be right up to 30 cents. Right up to there. Maybe even hit 31 and then start to shoulder out. Maybe it's a little bit less. Maybe it's 29 cents. Then we start to shoulder out right there. Treat the support again as support, and hopefully break out of this channel for good and on to the next level, man. We need to get out of 32 cents big time. All right, let's check out a piece of news, guys, because we got a lot to go through tonight. That's for sure. But, you know, if we don't go over it tonight, tomorrow there's going to be a whole new set of news. That's going to be a whole different market anyway. I mean, a lot of the same things will be there in terms of prices, perhaps. But, you know, in terms of news, who knows, man? Maybe a partnership is announced. Maybe an integration with something is announced. Maybe another advancement in CBDCs are announced. Because that's what's been happening every day, especially in 2020, man. It's just nonstop news. 2019, there maybe would be a dull day of, like, bad news. Now it's every single day we're getting step-by-step a step-by-step idea of what's going to be happening. I mean, the sand dollar is released right now. There is a CBDC in the world now today, guys, and that's the sand dollar. So the thing that I just applied to, this meeting and registration approved. Think Beyond, presented by Cable Bahamas Business Solutions. Check this out. Join us this informative session presented by Cable Bahamas Business Solution as part of our Think Beyond series discussing how the sand dollar impacts SMEs. Each month we have featured speakers who are professionals with various industries discussing important topics that affect your business profitability and the impact of technology on your bottom line. RSVP is required. We ask that you register no later than 1 hour prior to ensure you receive login credentials via email. Feel free to ask your panelists questions in the chat, which will be addressed throughout the session. Should you need any assistance, please call. Okay. So right here, man, this is going to be happening on the 27th. This is on Monday, guys. And so this is going to be, I think, the first webinar about the sand dollar. So we're going to be part of history right here. You know, as nerdy as we are about CBDCs, central bank digital currencies, man, this is going to be a big day. Interested to hear what they have to say about the sand dollar. How much adoption's happening for it. But we're going to be streaming that live here on the channel. What's up to the 8 viewers? Thanks for smashing those likes, guys. I know I haven't streamed for a bit, but we were streaming Block Down 2020 for the past 2 days, man. And what a hell of an event, dude. Block Down 2020 right here. You had Akon. I mean, it was like a music event, man. Like, the way they were hyping up Akon for the Akon interview for Acoin. It felt like going to an event, I guess. But it was so funny because, like, I never thought I would be seeing Akon in this context ever. If you told me in the early 2000s that Akon was going to be creating his own smart city and his own digital currency that would run that smart city, I would be laughing, man. I'd be like the guy from Locked Up and so many of these other songs that he's made, man. Yeah, Law of Attraction. I hear you, man. We're going to hear about it. We're going to stream it and see what the hell's up with it because it exists now. It's a CBDC that exists. Who's using it? Why they're using it? How they're using it? I don't know yet. We're discovering this step by step, right? By the way, cheers to y'all, man. Cheers to y'all. Go grab a drink, grab a smoke. Grab some food, grab a chair. Grab a lover, grab somebody. Grab something. Another DLT late night live stream, guys. I seen Akon in concert before, but I was working, LOL. Oh, that's funny, man. What up, everybody? How y'all doing? Good to see y'all. All right. So let's go to our first piece of news. U.S. blames China for aiding North Korean cyber attacks. Senior U.S. official highlights North Korean cyber attacks again. Official accuses China of aiding North Korean attacks. Accusation further that China is aiding North Korea and circumvent the sanctions. John Demers, the Attorney General of National Security at the United States Justice Department, is accusing China of helping the aiding of North Korea to launder money accessed or amassed from cyber attacks. Speaking at a Washington think tank, Demers furthers that there is a high possibility of China providing expertise, training, and other technical support to China. The other thing that really pops out of our cases is the involvement of China in helping the North Koreans invade the sanctions and helping them launder money that they've somehow gotten or that they want to bring into the regime or that they've stolen and otherwise helping them sort of move goods. Demers was talking at the Center of the Strategic and International Studies where explains that North Korea is facing sanctions owing to the nuclear program and other military programs through private sector businessmen and individuals. Man, so things are heating up in this tech Cold War, right, between U.S. and China. Guys, we know regulatory clarity is going to come in. We know the U.S. wants to start leveling up as well and establishing and being part of, because not only is their involvement critical and has a strong impact, but it's also going to be them taking, I don't mean this in a negative way whatsoever, because you're taking 2 steps forward with this 1 step back. And that 1 step back is establishing that level playing field for true globalization, for the real Internet of Value to come upon us. And, you know, whatever future that brings, whether it's dark or good, for me, it's all in all bright. And I know for the Blue Crew it is too, that's for sure. How's it going, everybody? Hell yeah, Law of Attraction. Cheers to you, dude. Thanks for the 5 likes, y'all. You guys are cool. Thank you so much. Always just appreciating that people tune in, man. Always good just hanging out with somebody from the Blue Crew, because if you're coming across here, man, I'd like to know how you think. Alright, guys. So, let's check out a crypto. What do we got here? Okay, so I know Eden Chain's doing its thing. Here we go with Rec Network. Man, I've been looking into Ret Network. Shame that it's just popped off, man, but it was looking good right there. Not saying that maybe there's some more gains to be had right here, but I'm liking Request Network a good amount, man, in terms of a payment type of low cap coin. Really focused on payments and invoicing, man. But not to say that you can't do that with other blockchains, though, right? So, but I've been liking it. Ocean Protocol. Let's jump to Ocean Protocol. Let's go. Let's see what's going on. Sound like Rick Sanchez or something. I'm like, oh, Ocean Protocol, Morty. Notorious XRP in the house. What's up, Notorious XRP? How you doing, my man? We're checking out Ocean here, my dog. By the way, man, Notorious XRP, awesome channel, guys. If you don't check out his content and you're part of the XRP community, well, here's your chance to go check it out if you haven't, man. Check out Notorious XRP. Makes great content. Alright, so we're checking out Ocean right here. So, good news, there's room to grow for Ocean in the short term to possibly 44 cents. We're going to see what happens right here. I think this 44 cent could happen because certain news is going to be coming out with Ocean, and staking options will be coming out with Ocean. So I think we might get a nice pop off here to 44 cents for Ocean, and then that's where we might get our rejection, or we finally break out of this channel to start creating, you know, going towards 64 cents, hopefully. If you get rejected right here, start working your way down the line. You know, this would probably be your next target, or halfway. Then perhaps touch the bottom here if we got a broadening wedge situation here. I don't know if this is the full history for Ocean. You guys can tell me if I'm wrong. But I don't think it just came out in August 2020, right? So let's check out, let's see how the chart looks on this other website. But what's up, everybody, man? Welcome to another late night DLT. We're hanging out with the Blue Crew, looking at news, looking at charts, and just having a good time, man. It's Friday. Alright, let me see. Okay, yeah, well, this is XRP, but thanks for you guys' patience. Alright, so we're looking at Ocean Protocol. Yeah, man, around the golden zone of retracement, you've worked your way back into the 61.8. I think you have enough momentum at least before maybe you meet some major resistance to go around to 48 cents. So we were looking at the last chart and saying around 44, and that probably is a more likely scenario, a little bit more modest. But I really think you can have a good impulse here from Ocean, considering some news is going to be dropping about it in the week as well. You're in a golden retrace zone. You're working your way back up after being bearish since August, basically, for Ocean. And it's about time. It's about time for Ocean. Hopefully some other alts follow in this pattern as well, like VeChain has been in a consolidation kind of similarly. Zilliqa. Hopefully those can come to follow as well. Legendary in the house. What's up, Legendary? 8 viewers, 8 likes. Appreciate you guys tuning in. How's it going, guys? Alright. So let's jump over to... Let's just get into this PayPal semi-deep dive. We're going to be like in between shallow waters and the deep end of the pool. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. What's up to the Blue Crew? So, PayPal said to be in talks to buy crypto firms including BitGo, Bloomberg, PayPal is exploring purchases of cryptocurrency companies including Bitcoin custodian BitGo. Bloomberg reported, citing people familiar with the matter. The news comes a day after the payments giant announced it's entering the cryptocurrency market. BitGo was the first U.S. crypto firm to secure a broker-dealer approval, transfer agent registration, and trust company recognition, allowing it to provide custody and record-keeping services. Given that the mechanics of PayPal's new crypto offering would in effect make it a custodian, it would explain the company's reported interest in BitGo. Talks could still fall apart and PayPal could opt to buy other targets. Bloomberg quoted one of its sources as saying BitGo CEO Mike Belshie declined to comment on the report and email to PayPal. Requesting comment wasn't immediately answered. So anyways, we got PayPal being interested into BitGo, and I know a lot of people already know about this. Well, BitGo built an enterprise wallet for XRP, and this was an article written by Miguel Villas back in February 15th, 2017. Right? So Bitcoin and Ripple joined forces to make it easier for financial institutions and other customers to securely hold XRP. Today, BitGo announced that it will provide multi-signature security, advanced treasury management, and additional enterprise functionality for XRP, which will be integrated into the BitGo platform this year. And so excited to be working with Ripple, enterprise tools. All right, so we get it. BitGo, XRP, PayPal, BitGo, right? Is that enough? No. So we check out. Let's go here. I got to find this. All right, so right out, you guys know about this interview too. But PayPal CEO Dan Schulman and Brad Garlinghouse in 2019 we're talking together, right? Paul Spaller in the chat. What's up, Paul Spaller? How you doing, dude? Good to see you, my man. 11 viewers, 9 likes. There we go. How's it going, man? So here, now, with the context of knowing that PayPal is for sure going to be a player in this space, right? And bringing institutional adoption to this space. Listen very closely to what Dan Schulman says, and if you can, try to look at his eye contact when he says certain things, right? All right, so let's check this out really quick. I think it starts at around just when he starts speaking in general. So, okay, so this lady asks him the question. Let me lower the volume for the music. All right. Here we go. Let me know if this is loud enough, you guys.
I actually don't understand what problem that was solving.
I think you're illustrating why there's been a lot of skepticism in crypto and the blockchain right here. And it's not that people don't believe in it and that it has a very useful case. It's just that it hasn't picked up in a significant way when, you know, as Tim said, thought it might have changed the world by now. And
yeah.
Dan, are you surprised by that? Speaking of PayPal, you guys used to actually process Bitcoin transactions, and now you don't.
Yeah. I was waiting for you to say more, Brad. Because literally every time I listen to Brad or Chris Larson before that, I learn a little bit more.
Every time I listen to Brad or Chris Larson, I learn a little bit more, right?
Because I do think a lot of blockchain and crypto it's more complex and complicated than like most people do at its surface level.
It's more complex and complicated than what it looks like at the surface level. I know I sound like a parrot right now, but these are really key words to look at right here. So they know about the deeper roots about this, right? They all know what it's actually bringing to the table because they are these businesses that are implementing it, right? We're just investors, right? We're just traders. We're just trying to make money. But these people are actually using these systems, using them, and trying to figure out, like, he's saying more complex, right, in terms of implementation. I'm sure there's a hell of a lot of a complexity. Hell, it's involving politics. It's changing the world of economics as we know it. But let's continue listening.
I do I do think that what was unfortunate with blockchain is that everybody immediately associated with crypto. And I think actually, and I never met the inventors of this, although someday I hope that I get the chance to.
That was a little jab. He says, I never got to meet the inventors of this crypto, so I think he's maybe referring to Bitcoin. But he says, I surely hope that I can in the future. But he's met Brad Garlinghouse. He's met Chris Larson. That's the advantage that Ripple or XRPL has with having companies like Ripple representing the adoption of the ledger. Same thing with Stellar and the Stellar Foundation and IBM and probably Stripe and a lot of these other companies that are on the ledger, right?
That I think what they created through crypto was a incentive mechanism to embed blockchain as a protocol. And it was only the first application was this crypto. And I think because there was a limited amount, it would grow in value, and it was a great incentive structure for people to want to embed blockchain as a replacement protocol, because protocols in and of themselves aren't that sexy. Most people wouldn't spend their time trying to implement a protocol, but if there's a reward mechanism for it, that works actually quite beautifully.
So the incentive structure, oh snap, Paul Spaller, appreciate you too. $2 donation, man. Thank you so much, man. Always supporting, man. Paul Spaller, you the man. Making the coins in the cup. Appreciate it, dude. So he's talking about the incentive structure of blockchain and to get you to use these tokens, to get you to implement the protocol. And he says, it could work out quite fascinating, but if you can get all these players involved, right, into this incentive game. So what do you think about the XRPL and the Ripple net? The more players you have in it, the more incentive to have that increase in value for that token, but also the use of it, right? The demand, supply and demand would start to play out very strongly. And you would have an incentive, because the incentive is you can make very fast, cheap, secure payments on a very trusted network where your counterparts are also running the nodes. You're one of them running the nodes as well. So get what I'm saying here? All right.
So I think that the reason we started to accept and then didn't accept crypto, although we are now working with Coinbase and others to allow for the transfer of crypto into fiat currency.
So did you hear what he said? We're working with Coinbase and others. So we haven't heard anything about PayPal and Coinbase recently, right? Anything with them going on recently. But this interview, he says we're working with Coinbase and others. And he looked even at Brad, I believe. I think his eye contact went over to Brad. And I'm not saying that they're working with Ripple. I wouldn't be surprised, though. Especially what he says, every time I talk to Brad and Chris Larson, I learn a little more. So you have BitGo, you have Coinbase. Yeah, PayPal. I mean, we already know that PayPal and Coinbase have a certain... You can I think you can withdraw your crypto into your PayPal account through Coinbase already. I get that. But, we're going to see how much more that implementation goes in, with PayPal. We're still questioning how PayPal is going to be custodying these digital assets and, who has possession of their private keys and whatnot, all these ands and ifs, but let's finish this up.
Is because it was so volatile that many merchants who operate on a quite a
so
tight
give me a
margin
second. He's talking about the transfer from crypto to fiat, right?
A replacement. Someday I hope that I get was this crypto, and I think because there was a limited amount, it would grow in value, and it was a great incentive structure for people to want to embed blockchain as a replacement protocol, because protocols in and of themselves aren't that sexy. Most people wouldn't spend their time trying to implement a protocol, but if there's a reward mechanism for it, that works actually quite beautifully. So I think that the reason we started to accept and then didn't accept crypto, although we are now working with Coinbase and others to allow for the transfer of crypto into fiat currency, is because it was so
What is going to be bridging that, right?
volatile that many merchants who operate on a quite a tight margin couldn't withstand the swings of the volatility, and therefore had to immediately take the crypto and translate it into fiat currency and pay a fee for that. And so the efficiency that was promised with crypto and blockchain was obviated by the volatility. And so as that volatility starts to even out, and you're seeing things like stable coins or digital currencies pegged to a fiat currency to try and stabilize that, which is what I think some of these banks are trying to do, is take the volatility out and therefore allow for more payments type of transactions through blockchain.
Do you see how his hand sometimes points over to Brad Garlinghouse? Right? During that speech, like, just watch it and just look at his hands. And I mean, it's hard to see his eyes, and he doesn't really look at Brad, but his hands are like pointing attention to him, right? So
Except crypto, trying to implement.
So he's talking about the reason why they stopped accepting Bitcoin payments is because the merchants were having a tough time with the volatility, right? Because and converting it to fiat, right? But now you're going to have that bridge asset, that in between, that can convert that crypto into fiat in seconds. So the volatility, it's much less, right? You're not dealing with that volatility. The investor or the holder of the coin is dealing with the volatility, however long they're holding it. And chances are a lot of these coins won't be as volatile in the future. My bad. I'm talking with a mic away from my mouth, but hopefully you got to hear that. What's up, Arati? So chances are these coins won't be as volatile in the future. But let's finish. So look at his hands when he's talking right here, okay?
Created through crypto was a incentive mechanism to embed blockchain as a protocol. And it was only the first application was this crypto. And I think because there was a limited amount, it would grow in value, and it was a great incentive structure for people to want to embed blockchain as a replacement protocol, because protocols in and of themselves aren't that sexy. Most people wouldn't spend their time trying to implement a protocol. But if there's a reward mechanism for it, that works actually quite beautifully. So I think that the reason we started to accept and then didn't accept crypto, although we are now working with Coinbase and others to allow for the transfer of crypto into fiat currency, is because it was so volatile that many merchants who operate on a quite a tight margin couldn't withstand the swings of the volatility, and therefore had to immediately take the crypto and translate it into fiat currency and pay a fee for that. And so the efficiency that was promised with crypto and blockchain was obviated by the volatility. And so as that volatility
he pointed at Brad right there,
starts to even out, and you're seeing things like stable coins or digital currencies pegged to a fiat currency to try and stabilize that, which is what I think some of these banks are trying to do, is take the volatility out and therefore allow for more payments type of transactions through blockchain.
Brad, do you think, though, it's important for companies like Pay?
So like we've been saying with these CBDCs and these stable coins, right? If these merchants are accepting or choosing to, because now we have the first global translator for money, right? We have the first interoperable currency that can convert to any currency or convert a currency to another currency within seconds. Or even microseconds, right? In micropayments and whatnot. So now these merchants can choose to be accepting in their CBDC, their USDC, whatever type of stablecoin they want to be choosing to accept in. The sender or the person who's paying can choose to pay in whatever they want, and they're dealing with the volatility of that currency on their own. They don't have to make the merchant deal with that volatility. They pay for it right then and there at whatever value currently that coin that they're holding is at. So when they pay with it, converts right away into your CBDC, your USDC, your stablecoin. Before, they had to deal with the volatility. Now, not so much, right? Oh crap, I just deleted my audio library thing. Give me a second. There we go. What's up to the viewers tuning in? Guys, appreciate you jumping on board. Thanks for the support. Let's get the music back on. Let's continue our Friday. So there's definitely a lot more to this with the timing of the announcements that we're hearing about PayPal. I think this stuff is just going to continue to snowball, man. I'm excited for December. I'm excited for November announcements. It's not going to stop, you guys. That's the thing. It's only getting more and more progressive. Not saying that that means prices will only go higher and higher, because TA, it's its own thing. But we're seeing the adoption behind it, right? We know eventually there will be a massive movement of wealth into the space where it's not a Wild West anymore. We're not just dealing with billions. We're going to be dealing with trillions in this space. And only a few of these coins are going to actually survive to provide real utility, real use case. Not only just off speculation. Sure, speculation will be a thing, but it will really be about its utility, the customers it's serving, right? Why it's drawing so much speculation. What's up, everybody? Guys, 15 viewers, 10 likes. Appreciate you guys tuning in to another late night DLT live stream. We were just looking a little bit at length here at the situation with PayPal. We just listened to Dan Schulmer talking about reasons why PayPal didn't provide or did provide Bitcoin transactions before and then now, or didn't then, but then they will now, right? At this time, they weren't accepting Bitcoin transactions because they didn't like the volatility that their merchants had to keep dealing with. They would have to take the crypto they accepted and then try to convert it to fiat. But what happens when you try to, sell or buy something with Bitcoin, right? How long does that take? You're susceptible to the volatility of Bitcoin in that time. The merchant really isn't getting the value that he was expecting, and considerable fees, right, on Bitcoin. So now with the world's first translator and many other translators for money like XLM, HBAR, Algo, and whatnot, and the like. XRP, of course, the XRPL, the first translator for money. You're going to have that global translator to deal with any coin, anything of value, to translate it, and the merchants will be able to get whatever they deem valuable to them as well. Crazy times we're getting into here, guys. There's so much more to this PayPal stuff, and I'm excited for the rest of the end of this year. I try not to hype, but it's hard not to be hyped up about it, man. We have so many institutional movers. It's crazy that this market is still somewhat in a bear market, all in all. But let's look at a chart, guys. Let's jump over to the charts. Appreciate everybody tuning in. What else do we got to look at here? All right. Let's check out CVC. I remember saying earlier we were going to check that one out. Ooh. CVC coming into its new phase, pretty bullish. Did meet some instant selling pressure around here at 292. But if CVC can break out here, man. I mean, you got your swing. You got your low, low. Hello. Let's go, right? Yeah. November could be a very fun month for CVC. Unless we're getting tricked here. Then you start going to the downside to 1.9, early 2 cents. I wish I could look at more indicators here on this specific site, but they're not as good as TradingView. Slightly below the VWAP, so a little bit bearish. Yeah, I got a feeling CVC is going to make a pretty big move, man. I'll say at least up to around 3.5. I'll make that my target. 3.5. 3.7, 3.5 right here. We're going to circle around here. I don't know if it's going to happen within this timeline, but I think somewhere in November we're going to at least be at 3.72 and possibly even talking about touching 4 cents with CVC, which would be some hella good gains, man. What's up to the 12 people tuning in? Thanks for the 11 likes, guys. What's up, everybody? Right on, Lady Enigma. All right. So WordPress content can now be timestamped on Ethereum. A WordPress plugin allows publishers to timestamp content on Ethereum for immutability and copyright protection. A plugin for WordPress web publishing platform now enables users to timestamp content on the Ethereum blockchain. The audio plugin can help with copyright issues, proof of who created a piece of content. Give me a sec. Oh, I ran out of beer. Damn. The plugin can help with copyright issues, proof of who created a piece of content, and to reassure readers it has been not been altered. WordPress currently powers around 37% of all websites and has a 60% share of the CMS market. Amsterdam-based WordProof made the announcement at the London Blockdown 2020 3D Virtual Blockchain Conference on October 22. My bad, guys. Timestamping is important because it provides a unique fingerprint or hash for the latest version of the content which has been added to the blockchain. This provides proof that the owner of the content created it and it has not been edited or tampered with. Additionally, the website has proof of publishing time, which can be used for potential copyright conflicts. Head of product at WordProof stated the company's vision is to be the most user-friendly timestamping tool for users across all content management systems and e-commerce platforms. Adding support for Ethereum marks an important step towards achieving this goal, so we're excited to welcome the Ethereum community. Crypto is increasingly being integrated into WordPress. In April 2020, a blockchain startup incubator called Draper Goren Holm unveiled the first DEX plugin for the CMS platform. You also have the Coil integration, right? Coil, pretty big stuff. Alrighty, guys. Since we got to catch up on some news, I'm just going to jump over to some news about Open Source Summit. This is the one that I was saying that it's like $50 to attend. Really wish I could, but I just figure I'd give you guys the heads up. You know, maybe you guys have that money to attend the event for Mojo Loop. We know about its connections with ILP, right? The Interledger Protocol. Gates Foundation Mojo Loop adopts the ILP. Here's your news if you needed to see it. the open source software for creating payment platforms for unbanked to access digital financial services. They bet on Ripple and Coil to bring financial services to the poor. Right? So then we have here their event on... Oh, did it happen on the 14th? No, this is the 26th. Yeah, it's up and coming. It's on the 26th. Digital payments have been driving much of the digital economy growth and financial inclusion in developing countries. However, the payment ecosystem remains lacking a shared financial infrastructure that will allow interoperability. What does this sound like to you guys? That's why it would be awesome to attend between different payment system providers and drive more adoption and innovation to merchants and consumers. In light of this, more work and collaboration needed to achieve the intended vision. The session led by Mojalo Foundation Chair, and we've heard about Konstantin Peric talk about this. This guy. He's talked about Ripple as well. Hopefully I got that connection right here. Give me a second. Trying to find... Yeah, Costa Peric right here. So this guy, he's going to be attending that, the Mojalo Foundation Chair, Deputy Director of Financial Services for the Poor at the Gates Foundation. And look what he says about the launch of the open source software, ILP, Ripple, Coil. Phoenix Starborn in the house. What's up, man? Here's a wrench. Shout out to Phoenix Starborn, guys. Had a good time hanging out with them on the Rain stream. So here you go. Costa Peric saying interoperability of digital payments has been the toughest hurdle for the financial services industry to overcome. With Mojaloop, our technology partners have finally achieved a solution that can apply to any service, and we invite banks and the payment industry to explore and test this tool. So this was written back in 2018, you guys. That's why this summit, dude, convenient timing, by the way, on the 26th of October after all these other events have happened. Like, this has been webinar conference month, without a doubt. By the way, 14 viewers, 14 likes. You guys are amazing. And to any new subs to the channel, thank you so much for tuning in. And to the lurkers, appreciate you too. The blue crew, you guys know. Much love to y'all. So Konstantin Peric, he's going to be here. He's going to be talking about the challenges and open source opportunities to drive digital payments innovation further. The challenges realizing financial inclusion through payment models, and how might we collectively address these issues with open source? What's missing from today's payment infrastructure, and how open source payment models could help drive more innovation? How open source can foster adoption of secure, affordable digital payments, and at the time allow enough interoperability in the payment ecosystem. So there you go, one loop for everyone. The Moja Loop. This event, $50. Sons of bitches, man. I wish it was a free event. Hopefully some good videos come out about this, but this would have been a dope one to stream, man. I don't know if they're going to say XRP or Ripple, or I'm sure they'll probably mention Interledger Protocol at least. But they're going to be talking about digital payments driving much of the economic growth in the developing countries. So Mojaloop Foundation, big step, dude, big step. All right. Back to the charts, back to the music. Alex D Vlogs, it's happening tonight, my man. The moment you step into the chat, I'm like, it's happening tonight, dude. What's up, Alex D Vlogs? Good to see you, man. Ty in the house. What's up, Ty? How you doing? Lady Enigma, $1.99. Thank you so much, Lady Enigma, for that donation. Always supported, man. Lady Enigma. Awesome. Awesome member of the XRP community and the crypto space. Exactly, Alex D Vlogs. Tonight, man. Tonight. Boom. The biggest boom we've ever seen, man. We're going to wake up tomorrow morning and we're going to think it's a dream. We'll probably slap ourselves in the face a couple of times. maybe kick ourselves in the balls. We're gonna be like, no way. I'm just joking, guys. I don't want to bring false hype or any hopium, man. But, you know, for me, the future is bright. I'm not going to say it can happen any day now, you guys. It can literally happen tomorrow, any minute. Because you know what? We're trying to make money here in the charts. They go up, they go down. Nothing goes up forever. Nothing stays down forever. Unless it's truly crap, then yeah. Let's keep that shit down. Oh no, did I just bring in the shit? Shit. Oh no. What's up, everybody? 15 likes, 16 viewers. So we're looking at crypto. We just looked at Ocean. We looked at CVC. Let's take a look at HBAR. Been feeling pretty good about HBAR recently. Alright, man. So can the prophecy come true? So far, so good. First target, though, for sure, or next target. We've already hit our first target, which was around 3.7. We retraced. Now we're going to be hitting our second target, hopefully at around 4.1 for HBAR. And then we want to break out from here in a big way. Hopefully we can even break out towards 4.7. And then, dude, the sky, I mean, hopefully the sky could be the limit from there. This thing has just been going sideways in a very scary fashion. But this is one of those coins that could be considered centralized. But there's just so much activity going on for it and actual usage of HBAR on Hyperledger Fabric. And the partners of the Hyperledger Consortium. A lot of connections here for HBAR. Excited for this project. Also excited for Algo. Too. We'll take a look at Algo sometime soon. Short term, though, for HBAR, you could probably see HBAR come right back down to around 3217. Yeah, 3217 right there. And then hopefully we can get the bounce up that we need to take us up to at least 387 before we start meeting some resistance. So maybe I'll say around 3.8 to 4.1. That's a good target range right there. I think it's coming, though. Unless there's some catalyst, there's always that chance you can get dragged down. If we start breaking past the halfway resistance right here and we do a full retracement and we start touching along the lines here of this support, then that could be the high possibility where we break down to the downside. But I'm really thinking HBAR, we pointed this out before with this trend line. This is an area of accumulation for HBAR historically. There's only been one period of time where it has not, and that was in December 2019 to February 20th, 2020. So, but yeah, man, we'll see where this ends up going. It has a whack-ass chart, but if this prophecy can come true, we can go to 6.4. That would be some good gains, at least for the short term. But man, I'm waiting for long term for this one. Yeah, Phoenix Starboard. I'm hoping to hoping that it visits Rectville as well, so we can accumulate more. Exactly, law of attraction. We're all in this together, my man. Just got done with my night hike. Nice, Ty. There we go. What's up to the 16 viewers? Let's jump over to Algo. These are like two that I'm excited up that are behind like the XRP and XLMs for me. Be like the Algos of the space. So yeah, man, Algo's still trending around the support line. Kind of scary, but if we can get the bounce up right here, man, such a good entry point. We're talking about an impulse upward to 48 cents. And then hopefully, maybe even in time, maybe before the end of the year, we're talking $1 Algo from where it is right now. 30 cents to $1. And this could happen, you know, we always wait for XRP to have those type of fluctuations, man. I know a lot of people that were even just happy, who are just happy with the dollar right now, XRP. But like, right here, you have algo within, that has done within months right here, mind you. So remember, February 25th, 2020, and then we had the big crash in March. It only took from March up until July, so like 4 months roughly for this to reach 74 cents from 14 cents. So there's a lot of high volatility here in algo. So that's why you draw your price targets and then you bounce, man. You don't get caught up in the hype of it maybe going further, man. If you drew that price target, you know, then maybe do some research again and see if there's even more reason to stay in. But I don't know. I don't want to tell you guys what to do. But yeah, man, if algo can bounce right here again off the support, going to 50 cents or even $1, I could see it going to 50 cents and having a major retracement again from there. But I would love to see before the end of the year $1 algo. Wow, that would be amazing, man. And such a low area of entry right now. Damn, I'm hyping myself up to buy some algo, but I'm not. I don't want to ever. I'm not pressuring any of you guys, and this is my own perception of it. And you know, there's still that like that's why I try to give you options, right? If we're trending around this support line too long, though, we could be going down for the next leg and going down to 21 cents, and then hell, man, 8 cents, right? So set up a stop loss. Don't get wrecked. That's what I would say to myself. 17 viewers. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? Alrighty. Alright, we're catching up here in terms of the news. Let's jump to the next one. Alright, so I gotta go to the Digital Chamber of Commerce right here. Alright, so important move by FinCEN and the Fed in their joint MPRM today, agreeing with our position reapplication of the travel rule to virtual currency transactions. So I see the White House here breaking it down. If the travel rule applies to transfers of money, money is fiat and virtual currency is not fiat, then you can apply the travel rule to virtual currency transactions. We urged that this situation be fixed to make clear the application of the rule and allow industry to participate and enhance it. Guys, now think about PayID, right? And what does PayID do? It helps you jump through or have to avoid all the hurdles that you would normally need in terms of what in implementing the travel rule or satisfying the travel rule, right? So here we go now. FinCEN and the Fed agreeing with their position to the reapplication of the travel rule for virtual currency, guys. I'm smelling regulation, dude. It's coming. This is the year of regulation. I don't know if the prices are going to go nuts, but it really feels like we're getting steps and steps closer to that, man. If it isn't this year, it's 2021 for sure. So, dear Director Blanco, the Chamber of Digital, and what I mean 2020 or 2021, I'm not saying anything in price. I'm saying in terms of regulation, you guys. Don't get it twisted. BC in the Matrix, what's up, man? How you doing, dude? Good seeing you in Rain's stream earlier today, my man. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for lurking. Guys, 15 likes, 16 viewers. What's up to everybody tuning into another late night DLT live stream? We're just checking out news, charts, all the good stuff, listening to some music. So now we're looking at, in 2019, the digital commerce applied for the reapplication of the travel rule, right? So application of FinCEN's regulations to certain business models involving convertible digital currencies. So then let me see, how short is this article? It's a pretty long article, so let me see if I can find possibly anything to highlight, right? All right. Okay, so yeah, this looks like some good stuff right here. Okay, I'm gonna read about this first page up to executive summary, okay? Oh, damn. Actually, I might have to go past. Okay, I'm gonna go to the number 3, description of wallets, because this looks like some good stuff. So, comments to FinCEN guidance by Kenneth Blanco, or to Kenneth Blanco of the FinCEN, the director of the FinCEN network. Here we go. Oh, snap. We got a new sub, I think. BC Matrix, thank you, man. You got the Jesus dancing for you. If XRP gets regulations in USA, we at 589 quick. Law of attraction, dude. Wow. That would be insane. Insane, dude. It doesn't feel like it could happen, man. It really doesn't feel like it could happen, but you never know, dude. This world is whack as it is already, so anything's possible. But let's get into this. So, dear Director Blanco, the Chamber of Digital Commerce, the Chamber welcomes the opportunity to submit this letter to consideration by the FinCEN with respect to guidance regarding the application of FinCEN's regulations to certain business models involving convertible virtual currencies. Translators for currencies, right? The Chamber is the world's largest blockchain trade association. Our mission is to promote the acceptance and use of digital assets and blockchain technology, and we are supported by a diverse membership that represents the blockchain industry globally through education, advocacy, and close coordination and policymakers, regulatory agencies, industry across various jurisdictions. Our goal is to develop a pro-growth legal environment that fosters innovation, job creation, and investment. We represent the world leading innovators, operators, and investors in the blockchain ecosystem, including leading-edge startups, software companies, global IT consultancies, financial institutions, insurance companies, law firms, and investment firms. Consequently, the Chamber and its members have a significant interest in blockchain and distributed ledger technology, DLT. Oh, I got you, Phoenix Starborn. You can. I think you could share the link to the tweet in the chat, and then I can just click on it, and it'll take me right there, and then I'll show it to the people in the chat, my man. Blockchains provide an unprecedented ability to track and trace transactions historically, both by token and wallet account. Chamber members, Chainalysis, Elliptic, CipherTrace, CoolBitX, and others are performing cutting-edge analytics with blockchain technology and helping governments and businesses, including financial institutions and governments, to identify and mitigate risk and enable companies to alert law enforcement. Unlike cross-border wire transfers, blockchains perfectly preserve the provenance of financial transactions and do not suffer from data integrity issues. Additionally, the Blockchain Alliance, co-founded by the Chamber of Digital Commerce in 2015, is an important medium in sharing information and education between the public and private sector to support law enforcement objectives. With more than 100 members, it continues to serve an important function. Policymakers should take note to the provocative work being done by this industry to ensure that law enforcement is knowledgeable about the industry and technology and that it can achieve its objectives, thus creating an orderly functioning of the marketplace. This work is being utilized by multiple agencies within the government and can be further enhanced to reach and assist more participants. The ability to trace transactions back through time is technological advancement and has already provided a boon to law enforcement and its efforts to detect, prosecute criminals. Specifically, with respect to Bank Secrecy Act and Office of Foreign Assets Control compliance obligations, it can support know your customer management in ways that ensure the characteristics of the customer, including beneficial ownership, are well established on a blockchain. Further, blockchain-enabled KYC, customer due diligence, and transaction monitoring can enhance 314 process. Okay, let me jump through this. Financial transactions between counterparties, strengthen real time. Oh, here we go. It can also strengthen real-time auditability of financial transactions between counterparties, facilitate lookbacks given the transparency and immutability of the ledger, and facilitate practical technology-enabled KYC CDD efforts, ongoing transaction monitoring, transaction tracking, and auditability reporting. Our members are committed to the compliance with AML sanctions, laws, and regulations as applicable. We have been participants in the Financial Action Task Force process to adopt recommendations applicable to virtual assets and virtual asset service providers. We look forward to collaborating with FinCEN. FinCEN issued the 2019 guidance on existing regulation for various business models, convertible virtual currencies, CVCs, with the goal of assisting certain financial institution in complying with their existing obligations under the Bank Secrecy Act and its amendments and implementing regulations. The 2019 governance or guidance itself purports not to establish a new regulatory expectations or requirements, but rather claims simply to consolidate current guidance, rulings, and interpretations, including prior guidance issued in 2013. Closing reading at the 2019 hour revealed that FinCEN has introduced a number of new concepts significant for entities that utilize CVCs. And yeah. Oh, here we go. So the transfer rule. In addition, it addresses the assertion that the funds transfer rule and funds travel rule apply to entities involved in a number of types of CVC transactions. Analysis of the applicability of the funds transfer and funds travel rules, finding that they do not apply to transactions involving convertible virtual currencies, and urging FinCEN to correct this circumstance by promptly issuing a notice of proposed rulemaking and seeking industry input and comment. So man, let's see if I guess FinCEN now and the Fed right here. No, this isn't it, is it? No, this isn't it. Give me a sec. So then, yeah, agencies invite comment on proposed rule under Bank Secrecy Act. The Financial Crimes Enforcement Network and the Federal Reserve today invited comment on proposed rule that would amend the record-keeping and travel rule regulations under the Bank Secrecy Act. FinCEN and the board, pursuant to their shared authority, are proposing amendments to the record-keeping rule jointly, while FinCEN, pursuant to its sole authority, is proposing amendments to the travel rule. Under the current record-keeping and travel rule regulations, financial institutions must collect, retain, and transmit certain information related to funds transfers and transmission of funds over $3,000. The proposed rule lowers the applicable threshold from $3,000 to $250 for international transactions. The threshold for domestic transactions remains unchanged at $3,000. The proposed rule also further clarifies that those regulations apply to transactions above the applicable threshold involving convertible virtual currencies, as well as transactions involving digital assets. Guys, this is FinCEN, right? As well as transactions involving digital assets with legal tender status. By clarifying the meaning of money as used in certain defined terms, comments will be accepted by 30 days after publication in the Federal Register. So 30 days after today, this can probably be taking us to around Thanksgiving, I believe. And hopefully they consider this and decide to, continue moving forward in the adoption of digital assets and them being considered as possible legal tender. Love CBD transactions. Yep, alrighty, I hear you, man. 17 viewers, 17 likes. Jeff, I like turtles. Zed Zerb saying, I'm always here, but I'm not at the same time. You can't get a copy the link to the tweet, Phoenix Starboard? Or did you say, oh, you pegged me to it or something? Let me see if I can see your Alright, so here we go. I'm gonna share this in the chat with y'all. It's for Phoenix Starborn, one of our members in the chat. Just letting you guys know, I mean, I'm not saying, I'm just sharing what Phoenix Starborn, a member in the chat, shared with us. I'm just saying I have no, like, I'm not telling you guys what to do with anything, okay? I'm not telling you guys what to do with anything. Remember, even though we know each other and we are the Blue Crew, y'all, just always, you're under control with your own decisions, right? We're all responsible for ourselves. So here we go. Here's his Twitter link, the post on his Twitter, and then I think the GoFundMe link is yeah, I think the GoFundMe link is in this Twitter link, so you get to see the thread. Check it out if you guys want, you know, make your own decisions about it. I'm not telling you what to do. Look out for Atari tokens. Yep. Yeah, Daniel XRP. I mean, we'll see if Atari makes a comeback, man. Maybe Atari has its Phoenix moment. Who knows? And then, yeah, here with the Federal Reserve as well, acknowledging today invited the comment on the proposed rule that would amend the record-keeping and travel rule regulations under the Bank Secrecy Act. Right? Clarifies those regulations that apply to transactions above the applicable threshold involving convertible virtual currencies, as well as transactions involving digital assets with legal tender status, right? We just read that. But here, yeah, the Federal Reserve as well. So both FinCEN and the Federal Reserve are definitely posting it, man. So this is legit. Jeff, what's up? All right. So yeah, man, a lot of news. We got through it though, guys. We got through it. Thanks so much for tuning in, y'all. We're gonna check out one more crypto, but man, what a day, dude. I was on Auburn Rain's live stream that he kind of has private, and hanging out with Crypto Mike there, and hanging out with Chip, hanging out with Lady Enigma, you know, a bunch of the people who just joined this chat, man. Phoenix Starborn, BC Matrix, BC in the Matrix, I mean. Appreciate y'all, man. Good meeting y'all tonight too. Good hanging with everybody. Let's wrap it up with this last. Let's check out Stellar, y'all. We're making Stellar the last one? What? Yeah. Let's check out Stellar. So, dude, Stellar's still scarily trending along this line, man. Still not a full confirmation yet if it's going to be breaking out. I swear, man, XLM and XRP are around that same point. It's like you either put up or shut up right now. There's only enough days left. You have to make a decision on which way you're going to be growing. Are you going to be making that impulse up and taking us around to 10 cents, hopefully, for our first target? For Stellar, 10 cents. You're going to be taking us there. Or are you going to get rejected and get rejected hard and probably eventually, in time, take you down to 5 cent XLM? which would be nuts, right? I mean, you could go down to 6.5 and then go down to 5, but maybe you can treat 6.5 as a support. But come on, man. Stellar, you got this. Let's do it. Let's break out towards the upside. Let's not be a head and shoulders, which we pointed out, right? That could be possibly forming right here for Stellar. Yeah, Lady Enigma, that's exactly it. Yeah, man, I hold a lot of these, a lot of the coins that we just looked at. I definitely hold. The ones that we looked at tonight, I definitely hold, man. I'm excited for Algo, dudes. I'm so excited for Algo, just because of how strong its volatility is still, because of how low market cap of a coin it is, and it's not even the top 50, and there's so much talk about it amongst industry leaders that I'm like, okay, there's definitely something to this Algo, right? And it's just quiet. And a lot of people hype up other coins, right? They'll hype up the Tomos, the chain links of the world, some other coins out there, man. But I'm excited. I feel like, and this is just me personally, guys, I'm never telling you guys what to do. I'm never giving financial advice. But I really think we can try to make that quest for $1 Algo before the end of the year. That much of a shift from 30 cents, around 30 cents to $1. That could be some amazing gains that you just don't get at the stock market, man. I mean, the stock market's been whack as hell, but that's what we love crypto for, right? Is those huge swings of the volatility in this price. And, you know, we're still in the Wild West phase, man. We still haven't seen regulation hit, but even if it did hit, I think Algorand will be able to play ball in this space. That's also why I'm, yep, exactly, man. That's why I'm so bullish on Algo. Algo, HBAR, Cody, Solana. Hell yeah, VeChain, dude. VeChain's gonna go back to 2 cents, dude. Let's check out VeChain. Yeah, VeChain, golden retrace zone, bouncing perfectly off the 61.8% retracement, man. Now we're just waiting for that impulse up, dude. It's gonna be coming to 1.5. That's one of my targets right there. You have my first target at 1.3 and then to 1.5. And then let's go beyond it, man. Let's just go beyond from there. We've completed our Elliott wave. It didn't break out as big as I expected, but maybe that's just holding off. Maybe we get that explosion up. I mean, either way, it's going to be do or die time for VeChain as well. Are you going to start creating your next impulse up, or are you going to be creating your impulse down? I like VeChain too, man. I like VeChain. And then, of course, XRP. It's just so tough, man. It's like you want to... It's so hard diversifying in these coins and staying in them, but you know, the more research I do into these other coins, you know, I start getting just as confident as them. Obviously, XRP is like on a whole other level. We're talking about like the first translator for currency. We're talking about a coin that's working to be implemented with central banks out there. Such a different use case than a lot of these other coins are providing, and industries that they're trying to tackle. And as long as they can be eco-friendly and be interoperable, I think they should be able to work in this, you know, this internet of value that we're going to be going into very soon. But anyways, y'all, guys, thanks so much for tuning in to another late night DLT live stream. Your guys' support means the world. Thanks for the 16 likes. Guys, we're over 1,600 subs on the channel. That's amazing, man. And now the quest for 2K. Who knows? I might have to wave the white flag on us getting to 2K before the end of October. But hell, man, the future is bright for the Blue Crew. That's for sure. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Much love to y'all. Thank you, BTC community, VeChain community, XRP community, Ethereum community, Algo community, HBAR community, DLT community, crypto community, Cody community, Ocean community, CVC community, Voyager community, all the communities out there. You guys are amazing. Thanks for tuning in. to another late night DLT. And remember, I'll never tell you guys what to do. I'll just tell you guys what's up. And what is up is BiDAO in the past 24 hours with Ocean Protocol. And then you got Tixel in the past hour with a 7.45% burst. You got Power Ledger with the 2.64% burst. XNS being a little bit quiet, man. XNS crashed hard. Let me just check. Let me check out what happened with XNS, man. Probably getting some really high volatility on this one. Yeah, dude. I don't know if it's a dying project. It looks like it is, dude. XNS is just sinking further and further and further along. I don't think this is the full history of XNS, so let me just check this out really quick. Because we might have to... I mean, XNS is like active, though. Just wondering why the chart's like... Yeah, it's like it died. It's like it freaking died. But strangely enough, there's still a chance. There could still be a chance. You could fall down even further to beneath a penny for XNS. Dude, it was at $1 at one point. And look, this is high volatility as well. You're talking about going from like 10 cents up to 24 cents. And right here, it had a moment where it went from 19 cents up to 58 cents. A big impulse. And then you had the strong liquidations, dude. People just got liquidated hardcore from this on XNS. Yeah, man, it looks like it could... I don't know, man. It looks like it could possibly be dead, but you can never be certain. There is a lot of activity on this coin, though. That's what's interesting about it. But anyways, thank you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully I see you guys tomorrow morning for another DLT News and Charts live stream. Oh, man, we took away the likes. People took away the likes. Weren't we at like 17 or 18 likes? 4 people were just like, ah, fuck it. This guy just talks about shit coins. He don't talk about anything important. I don't know why I gave you guys a hick. Or gave the haters a hick thing. But, you know, it's all good. 13 viewers, 13 likes. That's how we do. Appreciate y'all. Have a good night. Take it easy. Adios.